We are just over a week from the draft, and I'm here to tell you that with the first pick the Eagles make, they're going wide receiver.
Yep, the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
Scary Cooper, asshole.
Oh, Diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans. Dallas still stinks. Everybody doing King Dingbat here, and over the last, week and a half, you're starting to hear things like the Eagles may go linebacker, the Eagles may go corner, the Eagles may go center in the first round, which I don't see happening, but, hey, maybe they're going to go offensive line, maybe they're going to do this, maybe they're going to do that. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, I'm here to tell you that I'm 99.9% sure the Eagles are taking a wide receiver with their first pick. Now, they could trade up, they could trade back, I don't care. But when they get on the clock and pick their first pick, it's going to be a wide receiver. And let me tell you, every team knows it. And the reason you're hearing linebackers, offensive line, you're hearing these things because the Eagles are trying to mask and trying to hide in some way what they're going to do. But the truth of the matter is, everybody knows they need a wide receiver. That means sitting at 21, all the teams behind you that know you want a wide receiver, that maybe you're eyeing Justin Jefferson, something like that, they're going to jump you. They're going to jump you if they really want that player. Now, not only that, but we're hearing that there's a very good, real possibility that Jefferson's not even on the board at 21. He won't even be on the board. 4 receivers could be gone. And if that's the case, then I'm going Denzel Mims at 21. And if I can't get Denzel Mims at 21, then I'm trading back. I'm trading back, okay? And let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you this too. If I get in a situation, and let's say the top 3 receivers are off the board, and Denzel Mims is off the board, and Justin Jefferson's there, I'm trading back. I'm trading back. And I don't say that because I hate Justin Jefferson. I don't. To me, he's the safe pick. He's the safe pick. He's the guy that's going to come in, be productive in his rookie year, probably more so than a lot of other guys. However, I don't know what his ceiling is. I don't know that in 2-3 years, is he a legitimate number 1 wide receiver on the Eagles? I don't know. And maybe it's just overload from hearing so many people talk about him in so many different ways. You hear the people, he can't play outside. You hear the people, he can. At this point, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? But what I do know is this. If a guy like Denzel Mims develops all his traits, all his athletic ability, if he puts it all together in the NFL in 2 or 3 years, he could legitimately be the best wide receiver in this draft. I want to take a chance with a guy like that. I want to take a chance on the high ceiling. I want to go for broke. I want the legitimate number 1. I want that X receiver. I think, it's so interesting to me because you hear so many different things. Here's what I know. When I look at Carson Wentz and I look at the Eagles offense, what I see is an offense that doesn't fit the quarterback. It's very easy to watch that they don't fit him, okay? They don't get separation. They don't get vertical. There's not enough speed there, okay? And you're dealing with a quarterback who has a big arm. He is not a deke and dunk quarterback. And when you look at a guy like Alshon Jeffrey, he and Carson Wentz are not good fits. They're not good fits together. And I know you're saying, well, in 2017, but look, Alshon Jeffrey in 2018 and 2019 are not Alshon Jeffrey of 2017. Something happened. He got big. He got slow. He's too banged up. They are not the same receiver. He is not the same receiver as 2017, 2018. He can't run the slant route like he did. He's not the same in my opinion. So you're dealing with a slow, big receiver who doesn't fit your quarterback because he's not fast enough to get deep, get vertical, and he's never healthy. And then you have all the locker room stuff too. I don't think he's a good fit. I don't even think Arcega-Whiteside is a good fit for Carson Wentz. Matter of fact, I was just reading Inside the Eagles, and they did an article, and they were talking about trading Arcega-Whiteside, that the Eagles should shop him. I read it at first, I didn't think much of it, but, all weekend I kept thinking about that article. I went back, I read it a couple times, and the more I read it, the more I'm like, makes absolutely perfect sense. You should trade Arcega-Whiteside. Now, I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me for that, and they're going to say, well, you got to give him a chance. You got to let him develop. You got to see what he can do. And look, I hope he's good. I hope he's going to be good. But to me, if I'm the Eagles, and I'm not the Eagles. This is just my opinion, right? This is just what I feel. I'd be changing my offense up. I'd be changing it and trying to modernize it to a point that I can compete with teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, because that's what it's going to take. You're going to have to be able to score points. You're going to have to be fast in this league. That's where this league is going. That's where it was going last year. Watch some Kansas City Chiefs videos. Watch some of those games. Watch some of the Ravens. You watch them and you think about the Eagles playing those teams. They can't keep up. The Eagles were the slowest offense in the league last year. Now, Deshaun Jackson's going to help. But maybe that's only for a year. Maybe that's only for 10 games. Who knows? But you have to get faster. You have to build this offense a little differently. You have to adjust it, right? The good coaches, the good teams, the good franchises, they continue to evolve. They continue to tinker with things, get better, modernize. That's what they do. Every good coach does it, even Belichick. Even though he had Brady wasn't the fastest guy or whatever, but you see how he could change. From week to week, the Patriots can be a run-first team, a pass-first team. They could do it all types of different things. And if you always look at the receivers the Patriots have, even when they're not that good receivers, they're always fast and quick. They're always fast and quick, okay? You don't see real slow receivers on the Patriots. Just go back and look at their history. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they're all fast. You look at the Ravens, they're all pretty fast. The Eagles, they got to get faster. They got to get faster at the on the outside wide receiver position. So, I would definitely consider trading Arcega-Whiteside. I know I'm not going to get a second round pick for him, but even if I can get a fourth round pick, if I can get something for him to help me move up and in the first round or the second round, I think the Eagles should consider it. I think that was a very interesting article. I'll put the link to it in the description. Do I think the Eagles are going to trade Arcega-Whiteside? No, I don't think so, because I don't think the Eagles have shown the ability to really, accept when they make a mistake early. They wait 3, 4, 5 years too long. Okay? If the Eagles really look at themselves honestly, okay, and they look at how they've done, what kind of job they've done at the wide receiver position, they would know that they got to get it right this time. And the only way to get it right is to trade up, in my opinion. Okay? But I don't know that they're going to do it. I don't think that they'll say, we're going to trade Whiteside because, hey, they ain't going to give up on their second round pick, because they can't do that. But me, if I ran the organization, I would trade him. I would trade him because I'm double dipping at receiver in my first and second round. I'm going to have 2 receivers. I may add 3. I talked about Antonio Gibson in the mid rounds. I would bring him in. I would draft 2 wide receivers. I want this draft to be all about Carson Wentz, all about the weapons, all about the offense. But I'm convinced of one thing. Shut up, trash man. They're driving now. Always when I'm filming, always when I'm filming, somebody comes to interrupt me. Whether it's a stupid lady with a dog pissing and peeing all over people's yards, or the trash. Anyways, what was I saying? Stupid people. Anyways, what was I saying? What the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah. A dingbat. I have a dingbat moment. If I'm the Eagles, I got to get this right. That's what it comes down to, man. Getting it right, accepting what you do good, what you don't do good, and adjusting accordingly. I got to hit in this draft. This draft is so important for the Eagles. It's so important. And I can't sit here and just say that whatever the Eagles are going to do is going to be fine and it's going to be wonderful, because we don't know. We don't know. I need to get this right. You got to get this right. And I'm pumped about it. I'm excited. And I do personally think the Eagles are going to be a lot more aggressive than people think. I'm probably the only one in the world saying it. But it's the truth. And I'm going to stand by that. The Eagles are going to find a way to move up. And they're going to land my man, Henry Ruggs. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.